So, this joke, was it so racist that someone would probably wind up having to play the bass after it? Referencing something.
Yeah, no, that one went over my head, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Okay. We are on...
It was so racist that someone would probably take Mark off the air.
No, it wouldn't have been that bad.
They would have petitioned to have you removed from the air. Brendan would never again be allowed to appear on any show or podcast on the internet again.
You're assuming that racist people don't get to appear on things on the internet? That's adorable. Oh, honey.
Well, yeah, there has to be more time for the sexists.
No,
it's the internet.
No, see, because Rush Limbaugh covers both bases, and yet he still has a show.
I was mostly making a statement of the internet being, you know, so sexist there wasn't even time left for racism.
No, there's always time for racism.
They'll happily on
Things in the way are...
Oh, sorry. None of my things are in the way, right?
No.
And it's pretty much always the same people who are both.
Daniel, take this, please. Thank you.
I have the control!
All right.
My power's unlimited.
So hello, everyone. This is Quest for the Throne. Just like it was last week, due to some last-minute
scheduling snafus.
Scheduling snafus. Thank you.
This means y'all are damn lucky.
Yep, it's Brendan and Mabry, and we are continuing King's Quest VI. So, let us get on with the shoe.
The quest for all the super good FMV graphics and awesome puns.
Yes.
We were going really quickly through this one too, because Mark knows where everything is.
Yeah, I played this game a lot when I was little, and somehow I've retained a lot of that. Let's see, is this the right one?
It's kind of random how that works. I played Link's Awakening a lot. And
Yeah.
I swear I would not be able to... That game would kick my butt now.
You would be surprised how much will come rushing back and how quickly it is.
It's not displaying.
I think I've gotten spoiled by other Zelda games.
I pick up Mega Man 3, and it looks like butt. But within an hour, my imagination's already filling in the gaps.
Oh shoot, hold on a second.
And I just, like, really quickly get the time back.
Click back over there. Oh, there we go.
Brendan, can
Yep.
you put this in the bag? Where's trash?
That's right, Mega Man 3. I was not one of the cool kids who had 2.
It's not like there's a whole lot of bad games in the series up to a point.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much
No,
just,
thank you,
what, X6 and X7?
Well, even some of the, like, really good NES and SNES ones weren't really as good as the earlier ones gameplay-wise, simply because the backgrounds got so busy that the contrast
Actually,
was
wait, I
lost,
can just
and
do
you
this.
lose track of what the foreground was and what the background was.
It's one of those series that really did benefit from the move to the new hardware just because they were able to be more visually distinctive and try more new things.
Yep.
Okay, that'll have to do.
Yep.
Back over there.
Out of the sea. I doubt that I could play Jedi Knight effectively anymore. I really do.
Motions of sickness.
Well, no. The issue is when I have to do that sort of thing on a big screen far away from me. But no, it's that I haven't played a game using a mouse in how long?
A long time. Also, that game is basically a shooter for the first half.
There's a small bottle on the coffee table.
And I was weird and continued to prefer the first-person mode even when using the lightsaber.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
I did too. So
You're both weird.
Hey. I am justified because Mark is also weird.
Drink it.
We're all mad here.
Actually, I don't think you're supposed to drink it yet, are you?
Probably not.
Picks up the bottle.
However, what it's an allusion to should be readily apparent.
Allison,
Peter
what
Pan!
Michael 1 says, the shot in the video has timestamps now.
Yay!
See,
Is that good?
oh, it wasn't supposed to, but
Naughty.
Oh well.
Does it
timestamps.
matter?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it
get it.
doesn't
It's
really
an
matter.
oyster bed.
yep.
Yeah, an oyster bed.
I'm that person who gets the joke 3 days later.
It's been a week, dear.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Shut up.
Okay. Where were we going to go?
Magic Island that we haven't been to yet.
We went there briefly. There were
That we've
druids.
barely been to.
We've also barely been to the Isle of the Beast,
Let's do that.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
but I don't remember if we have exactly what we need to continue there either.
We'll find out.
Yes, we will.
Worst case scenario is we die.
Yep. And we haven't really accomplished much yet, so load a save.
Let's see. Look where.
You'd think by now it would have cooled some more.
You'd think so.
Why didn't we take one of those mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
The mushrooms. Did you see the shrooms?
Oh.
The forest is dotted with clumps of wild mushrooms.
You'd probably remember if they were something we needed, though.
Yeah, I don't think they are. Okay, now.
Child.
Shield.
Alexander decides to pass through the gate, preparing the shield just in case. The magic arrow completely shatters the shield. Good thing the arrow didn't hit Alexander.
So we can only go through here once.
No, he loses the arrow after that.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't get the
He's
arrow
a
back.
statue.
Alexander walks
Not an
forward
elf.
to step onto the gazebo.
Oh no, not a gazebo!
I attack it.
But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence,
That was a
reach out their
+3
arrows
arrow.
and blend together. The
Oh,
path
no.
is blocked.
Not hedges!
Okay, I don't think I actually have any way of dealing. Oh, yes, I do.
We have a sickle.
Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges. The leaves fly as Alexander tries to cut the branches faster than they can grow back together. He sees light.
I think this might not work.
He's through.
We'll go back behind it.
Yeah, I do that.
Don't pick the noses.
Oh!
My name is Alexander. I didn't mean to disturb your private garden.
No. And yet, monsieur, you could hardly have accidentally broken through the 3 enchanted traps of the Isle of the Beast.
I suppose it is simply my nature to break through enchanted traps.
You must be a prince, then. I know the nature of a princess all too well. This face you see before you is hideous, is it not?
Well, for the face of a beast, it is really quite noble.
Ha! I'm glad you like it, for you will soon own one just like it. I too was once a pretty prince, caring for nothing but adventuring and rescuing fair maidens. But I wrangled one too many evil hands. One dark night, I was
about
turned
Batman?
into this obscenity you see before you, warped in shade and trapped on this enchanted island over 100 years ago.
Surely there is a way off this island.
Oh, surely. You broke in, did you not? And yet think, where would I go, clad so eloquently as I am with this silk and this
I think you mean elegantly.
You see, my prison is also my sanctuary. You are the first to break through the barriers in lo these many years. That is, except for the druids who stole my heirloom coat of arms.
If there's any
So,
way I can
at
help,
this point, I'm betting that our evil vizier has all of these mysterious stolen items.
Were a warning and protection
That's a reasonable assumption.
more than for me. Your prize
And he does have a shape-shifting genie.
is to join me in this dire life. By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave. A slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
But that's not possible. There must be some way to break the enchantment. Spells always have a weakness somewhere.
The enchantment you are under is tied to my own. Or the sorceress left me a way out. But I'm afraid it was only her final bitter joke. You see, I need only find a maiden to join me here, to share my castle, my life, willingly. Take another look at me. You can't help but admire the hag's terrible cruelty and cunning.
I shall try to find such a maiden, for Casima's sake.
Truly? How determined of you. I personally would not waste my last few hours as a man on an impossible errand. However, you may do as you please. I give you this token. It's my family ring, and the only heirloom I have left. If perchance you should... If you think you have found a maid...
I shall give her this ring.
Yes, she must accept it of her own free will. By doing so, she accepts me. Not that you shall find anyone like you. Your time is short. Count the minutes on your fingers while your fingers you have, pretty prince. Your master will await you.
Okay.
How timed are we actually?
I don't know.
So you know where this chick is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose.
Oh, dude.
Yoink. Lord Bobry said, I can't help it. I see them and I have to break them.
Probably a good thing that you didn't take that rose before you met the beast, yeah?
No, not really. It doesn't make much difference.
Oh, okay.
Alexander
Logic.
Alexander feels a strange.
So we go back to the bookstore, right? See, that's where I would look for her.
But you're not too far off.
It's no wonder that her name means beauty. Her looks have got no parallel.
Right, Cinderella.
We've got about 10 minutes, actually.
Yeah, he said count the minutes on your fingers while fingers you
I
have.
hope you don't think it forward, but I see that you like roses. I thought you might, perhaps, like a fresh white rose.
Alexander can see the conflict in the girl's pretty face as she fights between her distrust of him and her desire for the white rose. The rose wins.
Oh, I shouldn't, sir, but it is so lovely. I've never seen a rose of white. It looks so pale and delicate. Wherever did you find one of such a color?
There are many hedges of them on the Isle of the Beast, and they grow together like magic.
Oh, truly? What an adventure that must be to see them. But I should not speak so, especially to a stranger. Thank you for the rose, kind sir.
That's a bit forward.
Alexander has a thought about the servant girl. He decides to bring up the subject of beast with her.
Let me tell you about the place where the white roses grow. The Isle of the Beast is an enchanting place. There's a path running through a deep forest. The path crosses 3 magic blockades, set to keep all visitors away. At the center lives a tremendous beast.
Really? Magic blockade? How exciting! What kind of a beast? Is it very terrifying and ferocious?
It is a beast that walks on 2 legs and dresses like a prince. It speaks with the voice of a man.
A beast that talks and wears clothes? How is that possible? Is the beast magic too?
Not magical, enchanted. Beast was once a prince, but a witch trapped him in the form of a beast and set him on the island. There he lives in a castle in the midst of a maze.
How terrible! Imagine how lonely he must be.
It is a very lonely prospect, isn't it? have met him, you see. He is indeed ferocious.
Now this is ironic as
Who
heck.
would not be?
He really
Since-
exists?
Alexander's voice actor voicing the beast.
If I could, I would tend to such a beast. Such a beast might find comfort in a kind face. Do you not think it's so?
Oh, I think it's so. I very much think it's so. You would not be afraid of him?
Afraid? Maybe at first. But how silly of me to speak so. The roses in this little yard are the only magic I will ever see.
I could take you there. In fact, I would owe you my life if you would go. If you truly wish to go.
You are serious? I could leave here? Oh, I have always dreamt of leaving. But to actually go... This is the only home I have ever known.
Home is a hard place to leave. Even if you're unhappy there.
But I will go. If I can help him. I must go.
Is there nothing you wish to take with you?
There is nothing.
Then take this ring. It is his. He will be pleased if you would wear it.
Why, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Thank you kindly, sir.
Beauty! Where do you think you're going?
To a place where roses grow, and to someone who truly needs me.
I see you wear my ring. You willingly agree to
It's a
spend the
lizard.
night here with me? Do you know what that means?
Yes, my lord, I do. I have been touched by your story.
Pity alone need not sentence you to endure this face.
Oh, but it is a gentle face, and kind.
You look at me so sweetly and are not repulsed. Oh, by the light of your eyes, my spirit soars. The enchantment!
What?
It is broken!
Well, it's
I
fine.
am pleased to have served you, my lord. Do you still wish me to stay?
What? Speak not such nonsense, Beauty. Do you think that I learned nothing of true love during my time here?
Wow.
You are my queen.
Wow.
Oh, my clothes! This gown!
Wow.
How well it suits your noble heart.
Well, okay then.
There's far too much magic on this island.
Alexander, how can I ever repay you? I have nothing to offer except my gratitude. But please, take these old clothes. Perhaps you'll find someone in need during your travels.
You have already repaid me
See,
by
it's
your
gonna be
example
like,
and courage.
you know, Betrayal,
By your
The
friendship.
House on the Hill. He's gonna come to a mirror, he's going to pass them back through the mirror to
Nah.
his sister in a previous game, and that is where her disguise comes from.
Find your true love. Protect her with your life. Fear all beasts without the redeeming humanity of love. And to aid you, accept my mirror.
See, a
Now that
mirror.
my life
Nah.
is no longer hung in false shadows, I have no need for it. Give it to someone with nothing to fear from the truth it reveals.
Thank you. I wish you both well.
Come, Beauty. Let me take you home.
Go talk to the lizard. Or ferret. Or thing.
Or obviously the evil genie again.
Mm-hmm.
Mongoose?
Twinkly eyes.
I don't know what it was. It clearly didn't have anything interesting to say.
Clearly.
Michael once said, reflexive property damage, the true sign of heroism. Yeah, I freed time, that room full of pots.
Mm.
Fat Lou, just smash him with a sword.
Smashing the pots, smashing the pots, smashing all the pots.
Lord Buffrey says, ew, you don't look so good as a human.
There's
I'm out.
falling water.
Yep. And there's the sacred water.
There's no point in using an object on itself.
How do the snakes
Is that not? Oh no, wait, that's right. It's in this.
Alexander pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tears. The vial, now empty of its sacred fluid, disintegrates.
That is a weird thing for a glass vial to do.
So then I add the falling water and heat to activate.
Are you about to bribe something?
What?
Gonna make it rain.
Ah.
Boo.
Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water.
Well, at least we know where we can heat it.
The
We do?
boiling.
The place where the water had been boiling.
All right.
Yeah, but why would we need to make it rain there?
True.
Alexander prepares to enchant the hunter's lamp with the Make Rain spell incantation.
Make it rain.
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters 3 have I for tea. Brew a tempest now for me.
Sparkle, sparkle.
It's fine, this takes a bit.
The lamp in Alexander's hand gives a little perk. He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
Okay.
Michael Lund says, this is a potion bottle, not a Klein bottle. When you try to use the bottle on itself. Charming a creature of the night. Werewolf,
We don't have those
vampire,
stuff.
Actually, we have the sulfur because the
Right.
chess queen gave us the spoiled egg,
I was thinking
and we
of
have
possible-
the strand of a pure-hearted maiden's hair.
Right, Casima's.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a skull.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
guessing hot oak embers, though, is.
wait, we have to have a skull. We got one from the
Yes, we do have a
Well,
skull.
Right.
little prince.
This is the first page.
I think we just need the
I know
brimstone.
where we can get a cup of swamp ooze.
Yep, we have the swamp ooze.
I'm not sure about River Styx water.
Yeah,
Or
we
Black
can.
Horse Feather.
We have the black horse feather.
Yeah, we're good for smooths. We got the feather.
So River Styx.
There's the skull.
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather.
You're right, there's the
skull.
skull. Does it have the oak embers in it yet?
Nope.
Alexander is carrying a human
Guessing that that's on the Druid's Island.
That is a reasonable guess.
Because oak trees.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, if you grow up being forced to serve a wizard, you ultimately become a wizard yourself.
No, I'm pretty
Because
sure.
he's carrying spell components around like a boss.
I'm pretty sure it just has to be. If you're a protagonist in one of these games, you're gonna have to do some magic. Even
Yeah, but Alexander does it more than.
The other two
more
put
than
together.
Graham. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Yeah, the others use magic items on occasionally.
Yeah,
But he's
No.
just like, I'm a
Straight
wizard.
up does
No.
magic.
Yeah, he's the only one who like has to put stuff together to do spells. The others,
He's eventually becoming a full-fledged wizard.
yeah.
Alexander
Just 'cause he keeps
pulls out
having to
his
do it.
magic map.
Okay.
Oh, we want another white rose?
Oh, we do? I don't remember that, but okay. I
And
will
you
go
set
back
up
and
to
grab
make it rain, and you grab a white rose on your way out.
Probably one for Casima.
Now, also, we might want to have a chat with Jalo again. He has more stuff to say.
Oh, okay.
Whee!
Hey, Daniel, would you mind grabbing me a drink?
I would freaking hate to do that. You suck.
Well,
butts.
tough tacos.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Also, I somehow thought you said soft tacos. Instead of
I, in
soft
fact,
tacos.
said the exact opposite.
Thank you, sir.
Soft tacos. What? That shit got wrecked, yo. What's up, Ting Ting?
Old Old lamps for new.
Hello.
No,
I will
Jalo.
be right up.
Ah, I guess you had to talk to him before talking to me.
Now, what can I do for you?
Never mind.
I don't think we have time to talk to him. We can talk to Beauty.
Sure you do. You got like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
Is
Jalo's
the fact
stories
that we
go
didn't
on for a
talk
long
to him
time.
going to matter?
Probably not.
Well then.
Although that does depend a bit on which ending we try to get. Or rather, which path to the ending we try to do.
I was hanging out by fire at Allie's books.
Alexander pulls out
There's a
his
warning
magic
about
map.
tightening security at the visitor's orders. He's been telling the guards that you're a bad guy.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
That's not news. We knew about that.
He mentions Shamir's lamp.
Great gods, did you see that? The man just appeared from nowhere.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits. I see no boat.
Graham?
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him.
Why did Graham become a druid?
We're supposed to let them grab.
Again.
Yes, they're going to try to burn you,
It's no problem.
and you're going to do the spell to make it rain, which will put out the fire, and then you will have the oak ashes.
Alexander is frozen.
Is that a
with the
reasonable
spectacle
guess?
Before him. Figures are gathering
I'm good at this.
It's like you know that King's Quest.
place. But as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Burning Man.
Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
This must be the foreigner we were warned about. How appropriate that he should come during our rain festival. Place him in the
Tony J again.
cage.
Wait!
I think.
I must rescue
Because
the princess.
real druids wear leopards on their heads.
A man who would save others must first save himself.
Well, all right.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker cage.
Not the bees!
Not the bees!
Druid drums.
And the cage is swung out over the bonfire.
Alexander totally just burns to death. It's uncomfortable.
Come on.
The bottom of the cage is getting uncomfortably hot.
So is the bottom of
This
Alexander's
cage
bottom.
is really hot. Fire in the cage. Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. The heat and movement must have jarred something.
Ah, there it goes.
Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around.
Rain.
Egad, something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is hot. It's just about boiling.
Done.
Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
Some powerful nature whispered by a sacred oak. Let him down. I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree. Besides, Wizir Al-Hasred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
What is it that you seek?
The oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
3 souls in the realm of the dead. You're mad.
His hat blinks. That cat's alive.
It's imperative that I do everything I can. Risks are not
He's
important.
wearing it.
Will hardly help the princess.
He's wearing a live leopard.
It's a polyg.
But I will tell you.
What?
The ancient cats of Britain.
Has it that it is the right of
Okay.
anyone to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it, a young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow, the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
That is a blacker matter still. To the druids, he is Samhain, Lord of coldness, despair. Samhain was once a man.
BS.
But he
I'm
insulted
sensing
gods
BS.
and seeks to rule the underworld. Immortal he is and mateless, robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals, even
I'm
more for the
sensing
mortality
Judeo-Christian propaganda.
That's all I know.
Interesting.
Propaganda.
I shall remember.
Now, look how the old embers of our bonfire still glow out despite the rain. If you are bent on your course,
Oh, what a not subtle way to tell us that that was oak wood in the fire.
may your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
Embers.
And Archdruid's cat hat. What?
It's a cat hat, you say?
A cat hat.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
Have I said something strange?
Well,
We should look for
yeah.
thing 1 and thing 2.
Oh. No, it's not a cat in a hat. It's a cat that is a hat.
With embers. The embers are glowing with heat.
That skull looks very creepy now.
Okay.
Because
what
it looked
does that
super
mean?
happy before.
Have we gotten a small bottle from the Isle of Wonder?
Yes.
This thing jumps around a little bit.
Okay, so sulfur and the strand of hair. Okay, so
Alexander puts the strand
You may have needed to put the sulfur in first.
no, it said this was the order it said.
The spoiled egg has a slightly yellowed shell
Ugh.
that bulges in spots from the pressure of the gases inside.
Ew.
Ew.
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers of the strand of hair.
There's your sulfur.
The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. Sours the steam.
Pronounced
Smell of
Zunes.
sulfur.
Also, it is Samhain, and it is a holiday, not a god.
A horned animal skull is on display in the center of the village. Based on its central location, it may perhaps serve as ceremonial protection against danger. Alexander has already taken 1 lump of coal from the pit. He ought to leave the rest to the inhabitants of the tree village. north is blocked by impenetrable forest.
Really?
No member of this family has ever walked through a forest before. It is impossible.
Possible, I say.
Actually, this recommends sending the White Rose via Nango.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sing
okay.
Sing.
At some point.
With
Sure.
Sing Sing to Kasima.
Alexander
You know, I don't think I ever
pulls
thought
out
to
his
do that
magic
before.
map.
And also, there's a creepy old man in a black coat in the pawn shop as usual. And he'll happily drink from a
Alexander
certain
feels
bottle
a
you might have.
strange pulling sensation.
Yes.
This can have amusing effects. Oh yeah, and the lamp seller guy too.
Alexander holds out the rose, hoping that the bird will deliver it to Kasima. The nightingale
Say
takes
it
the
with
rose and
flowers.
heads for the castle once more.
A white rose. How beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes. But Abdul will never allow it. He only risks capture by sending me these things, dear to my heart though they are. Fly elsewhere, my pretty friend. Do not endanger Prince Alexander again by taking tokens from his hand. Forgive me, Alexander, and forget me. I cannot return your love, for fear that I shall never leave this castle again.
Alexander waits in vain for Casima's nightingale to return, but the bird does not. Could there be something wrong? Or does Kasima simply not welcome his attentions further?
Peppermint oil first.
Still
Hello.
no Jello.
I will be right up. Now,
Okay.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it. Alexander would never get the old man to agree to drink that.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before, sir?
no,
But I'm quite sure. Perhaps on some cliffs.
no,
Isle of the Beast.
no,
Dockside.
no, leave me alone.
Not very friendly, is he? Alexander would never...
Yeah, apparently that's not a thing.
I guess you had to have talked to Jalo first. At that time.
Should I rewind?
good day again. How may I help you?
This guy may be a different path from one you usually take.
Well, this is stuff that I have not done before, so I would be all for experiencing the game in a new way. Plus, you know, we can skip through the dialogue and just repeat it that way. There's not a
If
whole
we're
lot
going
that
to
we've
do it,
done.
we should do it now.
Yes, I agree. Restore. Previous. This is where we left off last time.
Okay, so the path split
Alexander...
after getting the spoiled egg. If you want to take the short path
There's
free out of the crown, if you don't have the spell book, you'll have to take the short path.
Well, we've got the spell book.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long path for you actually have to go to the Isle of Mist, but first you need to get the rain spell from the book.
Yes, if we prep the rain spell first, before the beast. Not the rain
I
spell,
didn't
the
catch this header here says
Never mind.
short path.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
use
page down a few times so I get back on path. There we go. The druid party.
Alexander Poole. Alexander.
Right, we go and talk to the clown before we go to deal with Beast.
Oh, and there's actually hair on these clothes you can use. Huh.
There he
John,
is.
my friend, is the wedding still moving forward at the castle?
Prince Alex, egads, yes, that confounded wedding has a whole castle a bustle. Look, I didn't come here to talk about that, though. I came to warn you.
Warn me? About what? Isn't the wedding bad enough?
No, listen. The Wazir knows that you're here, Alexander. He's posted extra guards, and he's telling them about a foreign saboteur. Who else could he be but you? The Wazir's genie must have learned of your presence in the land, Prince Alex. I don't know how, but he must have.
My
I haven't
goodness.
exactly been discreet, I'm afraid.
Alexander, this is serious.
Said the clown.
Fred will never let you get close to Cosima now. He summoned the castle guard, probably to make sure you keep out.
Bless you.
Oh, it's too bad there isn't some way to convince Al Hazred that you left the islands or even died. If he thought you were out of the way, you might be able to get close enough to...
What an interesting thought. Tell me more about this genie.
The genie's name is Shamir Shamazo. Al Hazred brought Shamir with him when he came to this kingdom. Shamir probably won't directly threaten you, but that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. He can be a terrible trickster and an ingenious spy. It's too bad we can't get our hands on Shamir's land. If we had that land, Al Hazred and all of our problems would be solved. Wouldn't that be a fine thing?
You would wish to be master of such a wicked creature?
Oh, Shamir isn't necessarily evil. Genies never are, you know. They only reflect their owner's heart, for good or ill. Al Hazred is hardly a shining example for an impressionable genie.
So how do you propose we go about getting Shamir's land?
Cosima should ask for it for a wedding present.
Alex, I was only dreaming. I mean, the land is heavily guarded. It would be easier to steal Al Hazred's own trousers while he's wearing them. Then we could get that land.
Clearly must be love these things.
Clown's hands are quick and agile.
Well, yes, they are, as a matter of fact. But then the theft would be detected almost immediately. And then
But you would have the genie.
my poor neck.
If the theft were detected.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, there might be a slim chance. But only that. If you could find a replica of the genie's land, an exact replica, I might be able to make the swap. I alone might get close enough. But I couldn't tell you what to look for. I caught a glimpse of it only once. I would know it if I saw it again, but to say I cannot.
Well, I just have to see what I can do.
Good luck to you then, Prince Alex. I really must be going back to the castle. I don't think I'll be able to come back here. If we were spied on, well, it's too high a risk. I hope you understand. If I see Cosima, I'll tell her I saw you. If you do ever make it to the castle, look me up. And do be careful, friend.
I will. Goodbye, Charlo. Thanks for all your help.
So wait, does that mean we're going to have to play both paths?
Why would we need to play
I don't
that?
know. Because we've done it before.
They just wanted to be able to use those Jello walking sprites. They spent so much time on them.
Okay, so
Island of the Beast.
on the beach of where we were, the beach of the Island of Wonder, is where the paths split. And the short path is the one that goes to the Isle of the Crown. The long path goes to Isle of Mist. goes to Gasima's part path.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Essentially, at that point,
Alexander
you
viewed-
should, the fluid. Oh, when it says he, it's afraid Alexander.
Oh.
You fake your death by drinking from the bottle in front of the genie.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Then you for some reason trade the tinderbox for the mechanical knight again.
Alexander decides to...
Lord Bobri notes that bear looks like a galaxy.
The magic arrow completely... Alexander walked. But the road...
Oh wow, this is a much shorter path. You don't need to go through the Isle of the Beast at all.
He sees... He's through. My... No.
That's actually how men talk most of the time.
Alexander takes
Actually, no, Isle of the Beast still happens, it looks like. Because you have the thing.
Alexander.
Well then.
Alexander.
Let's just do all the things.
All the things.
Rose.
Pardon?
Alexander.
Oh,
There are...
Oh,
Alexander has a...
Let me tell you,
really?
it is a beast that...
A beast?
Not magical.
How terrible.
It is a very...
He really exists? Afraid?
I could take...
You are serious?
Home is...
But I will go.
Is there nothing
There.
Then take this...
Why, it's the beauty to a place.
I see.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, so you want to do long path or short path?
We want to do everything.
Yeah, long path.
Alright.
What?
Oh,
That case, I shouldn't have bothered saying anything.
Alexander,
And
how can I ever repay you?
save the white
You
rose.
have
for
already
the
repaid
job.
your example of courage, beauty.
Hey, it's not my fault this lightning split on me.
Friendship and loyalty, and to aid you. Accept.
So we save the white rose?
Yeah.
Come,
Okay.
beauty.
Well, we could send it to Kasima and then come back and get another one.
Can we?
Probably.
Wait, no, because Sing Sing will have left.
Oh, okay.
So we don't want Sing Sing to leave yet.
Alexander searches through Beauty's clothes, but finds nothing.
So let's prep some spells.
Yes.
Prep them spells.
Spell grab.
Alexander examines the oracle's wand.
So do we still fake our death with the genie?
Yeah, it's just later, it turns out.
Pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tear. Alexander...
You trade the tinderbox for a paintbrush, but again, much later.
Alexander proclaims...
We're
So
going
after this, the next thing is the stuff in the Druid's Isle, and then chasing down a horse. Yes?
Yep, we're gonna go right back to where we were, and then...
The lamp in Alexander's
Just
hand
making sure we
gives a
talk to
little
Jolo, so we have that
He hopes the
information.
spell works.
I think it's Jolo.
What?
She said Jolo.
Whatever.
YOLO.
And so then in approximation of Jolo's voice, I...
Okay.
Jolo. You only live once, man.
No.
That was very bad accent.
Yeah, it was. Remember, Brendan's the one who gets to be racist.
Oh yeah, that. So.
Alexander pulls out.
And to the
Alexander.
Isle of East.
Now we get to watch the cat hat blink at us some more.
Yes, but not for as long, because Mark's going to be skipping dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander, you found this?
Wait!
There's.
Wait!
Alexander.
Wait, there's Alexander.
In the cave. Alexander. There's fire.
Alexander, there's fire.
Alexander, the flame.
Enter the flame.
The heat. Some heat.
Eat some meat.
Boiling.
What?
Alexander.
King F.
I'm sure. What? It's so... No.
Poor old man.
Cat hat is so creepy.
I think it's cute. I was Gretchen.
It's very ancient Celtic.
I'm pretty certain it's very much alive. It just hangs out on his back.
Alexander's. Alexander the spoiled egg.
Alexander, the spoiled egg.
Okay, what remains to be done?
Okay, so you've skulled up the skull.
Uh-huh.
It's good skull.
So where do we go to find creepy man horses?
Skull. There's only one place to
Alexander
live in town
pulls
where
out.
poisonous plants are very clearly brought to our attention.
Wait, poisonous plants?
Yep, we're after that nightmare now.
Oh yeah.
Alexander view.
And this is the same place where we found that feather.
It is. Oh, I have to do
Alexander cannot.
this annoying thing. You would make this part better, Mark.
Fireballs.
Fireballs!
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
And there's a nightmare chowing down on nightshade berries.
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Nightmare flares her nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone.
Do we give the mirror to the Lord of the Dead?
Come on! I need passage to your homeland, fiery one.
How did you... Well, I want to hear your reasoning.
I just saw it on there and, like, it said we're supposed to give it to the person who, you know, has... Yeah, it fits.
Or anything at all except
This is fun. I am apparently learning to abandon Earth logic and think in the logic of the adventure
This
game.
is how you adventure game. Or, honey,
Yes.
do you know the future? Can you see how I'm going to die?
on a strange, cold world.
Well, honey,
And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly.
What's up,
it
Ghost?
could go many ways. Because, you know, time is an ocean of storm and all of that.
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Caladan. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted vizier. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep.
Okay,
Now my husband
there's
is
the V in Vizier like a W, but not the V in Viper.
You are the ones I see.
A wiper?
Are you not the parents of Princess Cassima?
our daughter. Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Cassima, how I fail thee.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged, and our daughter is in danger.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Wazir. Cassima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the underworld. There you will find the Lord of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps
Kinky.
it will save us all.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
I will do my best.
I like how she's
Goodbye.
so sentient, and he's just like, ugh.
Okay.
I say you have to avoid the zombies.
Uh-huh.
The
Or else they
shacklers.
eat you.
That one appears to be a pirate. Or have been a pirate. Ghost party.
Why
That
do
was
you
Ghost
not
first.
rest, sad spirit?
Rest. I cannot rest. My son is lost.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there anything I can do?
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
The name Ali is familiar.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you.
But isn't he alive?
Oh, my Ali.
Fabulous E.
Ali Blah.
It's the guy who owns the bookstore, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was alive.
He's
He
super
is.
alive.
Michael once said, the Ember-filled skull is now ready to be used as a repeating background for a website from the 90s.
The skeleton to the left of the path
Oh!
and something to the
That's
spirits
clever.
that
Yeah.
close the underworld entrance.
Take it, please. Next.
Because by now, surely you've died a couple times and see this.
Alexander picks up the two bones on the ground. Now, what do these bones remind
Drum
him?
solo!
Ah, Now I remember.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin
The
to
dance
jiggle,
macabre.
then to dance.
Oh, he's playing.
Yeah. Gosh, Brendan, do you know this song?
They're all dancing. It's silly as that.
Oh,
Girl
delightful.
dance party.
Okay, this is the best thing I've seen in this series yet. Dem bones, dem bones, dem bones.
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier.
That on the floor.
Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
Right. Of course, yes.
Ticket.
Like one says, marimba solo.
I have a ticket.
Oh, on. Next.
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body and the path. A knight's remains lie abandoned on the path. The knight, like Alexander, must have been alive when he entered the underworld, but for some reason he never reached his destination. Alexander wonders if this is the knight the druids spoke of. The knight is wearing an old, tattered ribbon. It must have once meant much to him as a sign of his lady's favor. The ribbon is so old, it would crumble at Alexander's touch. The knight is wearing one black gauntlet. There appears to be some writing on the gauntlet, but Alexander can't quite make out what it says. Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod to spare a mortal's breath. That sounds serious. Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin. The realm of the dead is a very dangerous place.
Okay.
There's no time for that here.
I guess I do that later.
I must see the Lord of the Dead. Please, let me ride across the river Styx on the ferry.
Charon apparently has rules as strict as those of the skeletons at the underworld's entrance. Alexander is not getting on that boat until he gives Charon the appropriate fare.
We may have a... Ah, there they are.
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
Charon accepts the fare and
If only
waves
you had
Alexander
them
onto
again
the
for
boat.
the bride back.
Well, that's a round trip ticket. We're good.
That is not how it works.
I don't think you can take the boat back, even if you wanted to.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
Oh, did we grab the gauntlet?
Mm-hmm.
What touch has awakened my sleep? I smell the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass, Gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only step forward and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No, thank you. I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
And why should I let you pass, human, when I would much rather eat you?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, Gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps a test. Yes. Should a human try to pass, a riddle is Gate's wont to ask.
A riddle it is, then.
And if thou wouldst fail to answer Gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
Love.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory.
The answer is love.
Thou traitor of the mortal plane, how didst thou guess love? That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
Yeah, but there's nothing else that can get a human to go down to the underworld.
There are
Nothing.
springs still pining of it on the surface above. Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
Some magician. Some magician.
Excuse me. I'd like an audience, please.
The shrouded guards escort Alexander to the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh?
Looks like darkness.
So anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
I did not come here to demand my right of challenge. I respectfully challenge death by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, death. Man may pass where death has trod and challenge like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
Technically, you're asking.
He has the gauntlet!
Impossible! He challenges death. Who are you to challenge death?
The
Well,
man
I
of
mean-
flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
What else would you do once you're already,
What is
the
it
defender
that
of
you
man?
seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
I seek the souls of King Caliban and Queen Ilaria, the land of the Green Isles.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed. The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Either all 3 of us leave, or none go.
Very well. Then let me think of an appropriate task. Ah, yes. I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years, I have sat upon this throne. I have heard every sad tale that can be told by human lips. I have seen tragedies that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars turn cold and hard. I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh. That is my challenge.
You cry, you lose?
Cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone, or fire to ice.
This looks like a job for inventory.
If your existence has been all that you say it has, then truth alone shall be my sword.
Philip?
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker. Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp, and is glad that he cannot see its face. But the Lord of the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man. The years of watching misery and horror, and growing ever more numb to it. The seep of his own humanity. The slow growth of a new thing altogether, which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Take it away. Make it stop.
The mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted to stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you. Find the souls he has claimed and bring them to me. King Caliban and Queen Ilaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality. May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Thank you, my lord. I hope that they will.
And you, man of flesh, my steed shall take the
Okay,
three
how
of
can
you
he
back
need a
to the
steed
land
when
of
he
the
can't leave
living.
his throne? He's chained to
Tell
it.
her where it is you wish to go.
Death's a hoarder. I don't know. Gotta catch them all.
Until
It does look like a
again,
Pokemon.
then, I assure you, we will
Also, he's
meet
deaf.
again.
He will eventually catch them all.
No offense, my lord. but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never
It's true.
as long as you
I
might
mean,
wish for.
no, they don't touch on this really.
No.
But you know, accidents happen.
Yes, my lord.
A lot of Pokemon probably die in those fights.
Yeah, there's a whole tower devoted to that, it looked like. I'm not sure what the use for Ghost Pokemon now.
They used to be something
Are
else.
you coming, Majesty?
Al-Hazred's treachery must be handled carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Cassima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from us.
I will keep her safe until your return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
I really want to bang her. I mean, yes.
May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
Should have had them give you some sort of token that you can give her to let her know you're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Alive again, honey.
But still.
Well, no, we didn't die.
Oh, let her know that you're still alive.
Well, but also that
I think
you're
she meant the
back alive.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I
That's
brought
true.
your parents back because I am the bestest boyfriend ever.
Back from the dead. Guess who's back? Back again.
Michael once said, need to exit the land of the dead without Sharon's boat? This sounds like a job for cannon travel.
Yay.
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business?
How do we know which one?
We don't until we get it.
So how we gonna save?
Well, I saved just a moment ago.
Oh, okay, that's right.
And also, we did see the genie's lamp at one point.
We did? I
Mhm.
remember nothing of it.
You know what? I did just save, and I'm pretty sure I have a save right at that point.
Alright, this is apparently the point where we want to send the White Rose to Xima.
Okay.
Genie party?
Let's see here.
Nuh-uh, Cliffs.
It would be one of these early ones.
It's apparently tall and blue.
Tall and blue. Good enough.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
From when we gave the mint, from when the genie came back drunk on mint to report to
Right.
this one.
A fine choice, my son. Here is your new lamp. Good
We should make the
day,
magic paint.
and I thank you, sir.
Good day.
Now to go mess with Al-Hazred's genie.
Paint. And we still haven't sent the rose to Cassima.
Drat. Another dud.
Poor peddler.
What's with the old guy up there? Oh, right, Ali.
Hello. I will be right up. Now,
Handkerchief.
what can I do for you?
I'm pretty sure he's not the one.
Alexander might have a hard time trying to explain that ghost handkerchief.
Yeah, it's not him.
Yeah, I think we're looking for a ghost named Allie.
So they just weren't creative in coming up with names for characters.
Yeah, apparently.
Allie there's not exactly an unsent or anything.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
We don't want to send the rose to Cassima. Oh, it's so she knows we're still alive. After having faked our death.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
I think I'd like the painter's brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring back the brush at any time.
Thank you.
Okay. Do I still fake my death here, or?
Apparently.
Okay. Because I don't remember doing this before.
Do it.
Or, oh no, wait. I remember doing it. I just did it at a point where it made no difference.
I can't go on anymore. Without Cassima, I'd just rather not live.
Prince Alex, no.
It's true. The Wazir has beaten me. I give up. Poison is my last resort.
Stop.
I am... no. More.
Oh, what a waste. The poor young fool.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased. I told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everybody else. Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander is dead. He killed himself in despair over losing Cassima. What? Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious.
Yes, Michael, one is in this cutscene, apparently.
Myself, Master, he was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You've spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything, Master? Oh, I do love weddings. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazan, to the lab with you. Prepare yourself as we discussed.
So he's faking being Cassima for the wedding?
Alexander's heart lurches to life in his chest.
I'm getting good at this game.
But you were...
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, the strange cloaked man. You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man.
Yay.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently.
Like one says, okay, so the peddler didn't get a genie, but he did get a genuine lamp of storms.
To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
So, white rose for Cassima.
Oscar! Oscar! You sure now's the time?
Yep.
Alexander holds out the rose. The nightingale takes the rose and heads for the castle.
Just in case Cassima got news.
A white rose, how beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes, but Abdul will never allow it. He only risks capture by sending me these things. Dear to my heart, though they are. Fly elsewhere, my pretty friend.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Do not endanger Prince Alexander again by taking tokens from his hand.
Forgive me, Alexander, and forget me. I cannot return your love, for fear that I shall never leave this castle again.
Alexander waits in vain for Cassina's nightingale to return, but the bird does not. Could there be something wrong? Or does Cassina simply not welcome his attentions further?
Okay, now I remember how to get into the castle from here. But I don't remember if there's anything else I need to do first.
Doesn't look like it. The guide rampage is straight into the castle.
Okay, well, then into the castle we
I
go.
take it we're getting pretty near the end then.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I can smell it.
Now, I will note that one of the ways that you can get into the castle, one of the quick ways, is ducking into this right here and changing into Beauty's clothes. We don't have those anymore, so...
We don't?
Because we did the...
Because we put out the fire.
Right.
Hi. I'm dead.
Don't mind me,
So if you don't do that stuff with the Island of the Mist and so on, then you take the short path and go in that way.
Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint. The paint can then be used on that location.
Okay, well then.
I'll paint your mom.
Artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall.
This is very Coyote and Roadrunner of you.
So I was going to say it was very purple
Just
crayon.
what Alexander was
That
thinking
too.
his wall needed.
Skeleton key!
Yep, that will come in handy.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink, bring to life what
Why isn't it
I
Alexander saying
make it
this?
real what I
That is
draw,
really kind of weird.
according to this spoken law. The spell worked. The door has magically solidified.
Yeah, sorry to use a liquid door.
They
To be
probably
inside the castle at last.
ended up putting in the
Alexander
incantation at
opens
the last minute and
enchanted
couldn't get
door
Benson back.
and steps inside.
Yay!
The door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Oh look, the dungeon.
Castle party! Bye, Dungeon Man. Get ye flask.
No.
You cannot get ye flask.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
Okay, this is not the place.
Alexander opened the door.
Mother? Mother, where are
Is that the
you?
ghost child?
Mm-hmm.
What's the matter, you boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long. Mother? Mother, where are you?
Is that Spider your mother?
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait, before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel.
Superman's in here?
Nobody except me knows it's there anymore.
Well, shoot, your job just got a lot easier.
The spider knows.
Farewell.
Thanks for the tip, little ghost.
Superman. Superman.
Sugar Frosty says, oh man, King Diggs Quast.
Alexander opens the dungeon door.
Put up my Glumsy. We already got E-Flask. It dissolved after empty dispensers, if I recall. Sugar Frosted said, if only he was sober enough to open Twitch.
Alexander examines the suit of armor, but sees nothing special. Alexander, remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm.
Chunk.
A secret passage.
Yay!
Hey, Superman!
Yay! Ooh,
Alexander
look at the
hears
hidey
the
hole.
sound of voices coming from nearby. Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Whoa, don't be racist.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Osred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding. Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders.
Okay, Jimmy Stewart puppy.
Al-Hasred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown? Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Vizier, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magic room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
It goes back to that.
Hey, these stairs have guardrails.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yay!
Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds.
Thisby? Is that you?
Alexander's palms begin to sweat, and his heart to race. It's Cosima. He's found her.
Whoa.
Princess Cosima,
What? Who's there?
it is I,
Oh, sweet,
Alexander.
so lovely wall.
I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Alexander?
Behind the wall!
Also, her hair is a completely different color.
From the
It really
previous
is
game.
you. Oh, I knew you were close
No,
by,
like
but
from
how
far
did you get
and when it
inside
gets
the
up
castle
close.
walls?
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten. But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger. I would brave anything to learn.
What is it?
Al-Hazred, do you want to wed him, Cosima?
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry that man. Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely, I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
Well,
If you do not
funny
wish to
story.
marry me, Cosima, you shall not. I promise you. Only come with me now, and we shall escape.
How? I
cannot fit through this wall. Besides, do you think I could leave my kingdom, my people, in Abdul's hands? But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair from me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now.
You must
Abdul
be
can be in no
going
hurry, whatever he
crazy.
plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not?
You know, Alexandra,
I have been
when you
planning
marry
to
her,
see.
that chick is
I
gonna be
believe I can
totally
escape if I can
nuts.
only get a chance to lay my hands
She's
on
gonna
a
have
woman that might be an
complexes
opportunity to
about
hustle with
being
her.
alone and about small spaces.
Just a moment more, then we must go.
She's gonna be so
Let's not waste time
needy.
on words. Please.
Ultimately, she might
Look
be
at
afraid
your
of
dear
large open
Alexander.
spaces after so long away from them. Either way,
She's got a pretty good view out her window of a very large open
Take
space,
this
so
stack.
those two things
It's
should
not
be
much, but it might
no,
come
She spends a lot of time staring
Why,
at it.
it's perfect.
it's not
This
the
is
same
just
thing.
the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Ooh, a stabby dagger.
It's a shank stick.
Designed by Dr. Shankenstein.
Yeah, no, she's gonna be completely nuts.
Alexander looks with longing at the fair Casima. She's even more
Okay,
beautiful
she's
than he
beautiful,
remembered.
but you can't really call her fair.
This is true.
Oh no! Someone's coming!
The lock on Casima's door rattles abruptly.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence. Alexander looks through the chinks in the wall, anxious to see what the commotion was about. Casima is gone. Where could they have taken her? How could he have let them take her?
What could you have done from
Fine
inside the wall?
rescuer I'm turning out to be.
Yeah, you suck. Maybe you should drink some poison. Oh.
What do you do, like cast something?
He already did that.
I know.
Romeo and Juliet, this is not.
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the
No,
other side
there's a
of the
chink in the wall. It's Pyramus and Thisbe.
Alexander looks through
And she
the
has a
chink in the
stiletto
wall.
all ready to stab herself.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition. In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely...
Are you seriously monologuing your own letter?
Casima.
Did he really write ha ha?
You
He
know
really
what?
write
I've
etc.
established my power and my crown. I can stage another accident. The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side. In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordek. I close in triumph. King Abdul al-Hazred. I think it's about time to see if Shamir has taken care of the wench as I asked. It's almost time for the wedding.
The Wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Casima's life.
That blackguard, that
That's not
murderous
how you
swine
pronounce that word either.
will not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
That's how I've always heard it.
You know, Blackguard is... that's...
No, Blackguard.
Blackguard.
Blackguard, yeah.
Yeah, he pronounced the CK.
It was a soft CK.
You could hear it.
It was a soft CK.
You could hear it.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
It's a
Black Cloak
wardrobe.
Society.
It's a wardrobe.
Quick, find Thomas.
Alexander crawls back through the wardrobe to reach the secret passage.
Nope. Doesn't work that way, apparently.
Okay, you freaking goat guy.
Okay, so what do we need?
A chest.
The trunk is locked.
Skeleton key.
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click.
Lamp.
Alexander opens the trunk.
No, not lamp.
Alexander isn't interested in the oily perfume. Alexander
How do we
picks
get the
up
fake
most
lamp
recent
to,
letter and
John?
examines it.
We find him in the
Addressed
castle.
to Abdul al-Hazran from the prison shadrach. It reads, "Greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear of Great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the island so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown."
That fiend.
There's a box of ebony on the table. Alexander opens the ebony box.
And there's gonna be all the treasures that were stolen.
Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it. A worn old brush is among the box's trinkets. Some old ivory dice have been left in the box.
Is there anything
There's an old bottle of black ink among the box's trinkets. Alexander can read the piece of the brush. Finding Gosima is no. The bottle contains only a small amount of black ink.
Okay.
Nope, just knowing what it says.
Zebu.
Alexander steps confidently up into the upstairs hallway and sees two guard dogs.
Okay, so that wasn't the right choice.
Who the...
Hello there.
Don't just stand there, grab him, Bay!
You can't escape.
I'll bet it's that saboteur fellow the Wazir warned us about. I say we run him through right here and now. No, whoosh. The Wazir will run you through if he doesn't get a chance as a prisoner.
Really?
Let's put him in the dungeon for safekeeping, then we'll go tell the captain.
Wow.
Hey, you're right, let's go.
Yeah, no, that one was definitely James Stewart, and the other one was
Stay here
absolutely.
until we find out what the Wazir wants to
We've
do.
still got the skeleton key.
The guard dogs lead Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them. Alexander
Do we want to
wonders how
restore
he'll get
so
out of
we
this
can catch
one.
him by surprise, or does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
I think this is what we're supposed to do.
Aha.
Prince Alex,
Joe, what are you doing here?
never mind. Quick, before the guard dog patrol comes around again.
But how did you know I was...
This is no place to talk, Alexander. Just trust that I know everything that goes on in this castle. Now, be more careful. If you get caught again, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out.
But don't go.
No, I have to find him in his room. I can't just give it to him here, unfortunately.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it is. But fortunately, his room is just right there.
Alexander decides to find out what's
We
on
just
the other
saw
side.
him go in.
You found my room. Good. Now you'll be safe here for a little while. I couldn't risk asking in the hall, but what are you doing here? I mean, the wedding is supposed to start any minute.
I am well aware of that fact, Joe. Confound it. I've seen Cassim. She does not want to marry him, Joe.
Really?
Oh, my friend, I'm so happy for that. Thank heaven she hasn't lost her senses and actually fallen for that black-hearted Alhazred. Did you say that she is well?
She is unharmed, that's what you mean. For the moment, at least. But I have a feeling she won't be fine at all if we can't stop the wedding.
Stop the wedding? Oh, you'd never make it to the ceremony, Alexander. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now, the crown means Alhazred. If we had proof of something truly involved, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. Still,
Well, there is that letter.
I can hardly stand by and do nothing.
Not if the princess wishes her freedom. No. Let me know if there's any way I can help. For Cassini's sake, I wish you luck. I'll be here if there's anything you need.
Thank you.
Lamp and letter.
Where did we get the
Alexander
letter?
is carrying a letter taken from the Wazir's trunk.
Ugh.
Jallo is not in a position to do anything about the Wazir's treachery. Reading the letter would just make him more upset.
I suppose we have to find Macaulay's office.
Yes.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jallo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead, do as you plan, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jallo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
That walk cycle.
And now we're going to search your room. Because it's what you do.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on Jallo's
Or not.
Or
privacy by
not.
looking through his trunk. The wall above Jallo's desk sports a notice of the circus. It seems very old.
Okay, now the guard's in there, so this may or may not be when and how I want to do this, but let's find out.
Alexander hears the clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door. He decides opening the door.
Can you put the letter through the thing in the wall?
No.
Alexander
Yeah, there is a
opens
slit
the
in the door.
At least I think no.
As well as that
This thing doesn't.
Let's try it. I don't think it'll work, but
There's no reason to use that on the wall.
alright.
See if there's anything else going on
Alexander
here.
Captain Saladin is left, and the other two guard dogs are talking
you need
into
Captain
plan
Saladin.
for Alexander to hear them.
Yeah.
We need to go find his office.
Knew there was an office.
Is it upstairs?
Foyer?
The foyer.
Those were the same two that were down in the
No,
place.
one of those is salad.
Intruder, grab it!
No,
See if you
it's
can get to it faster.
I was just looking for the kitchen.
Nope.
No, that's
I'll bet you're the foreign
That's not it.
saboteur the Wazir warned us about. He sure fits the description. He's supposed to be dangerous, Mike. Let's throw him in the dungeon.
Wait, they're going to
Then
go
he'll
tell
tell
Captain Saladin. So if we wait, Saladin might come to us.
Hmm.
try.
I think someone must have let our prisoner loose, Ralph.
Who would be crazy enough to do that?
No.
I don't know,
but if I find out, that traitor will be sorry. Let's keep an extra sharp eye in the halls. We'll make sure no one can get near him again.
That's okay, Sally.
Right now.
The guard dogs slam the door and lock it. Alexander has a feeling there will be no help from Jollo this time. Alexander sees nothing. Alexander is standing in a dim, damp dungeon cell. The walls and floor are made of gray granite stones. A cot in the corner is the only furniture. A gargoyle peers down maliciously from over the dungeon door.
Make sure we have the letter handy.
I don't think he comes down.
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeleton key and quickly makes his escape.
Where do we find Saladin?
Okay, so apparently this is an instance of not having triggered something yet. First we need to go to the downstairs western hallway.
Okay.
Alexander hears a door off the north hall open. Then the sound of guard dog footsteps. The footsteps are headed this way.
So, was this what needed to be triggered? Also, what's behind that?
I don't think so.
Go. Check. Check. Or not.
There's a magic door somewhere you want to like, speak a password to.
Ah, that is the door then.
Alexander hears the guard enter the east hall. There's a strange door on the west wall.
Yep, there's.
There doesn't appear to be any handle or keyhole on the door. There's no time for that now. There are guard dogs about.
Like, try to open it, I think.
Yeah, it said there wasn't time for it now.
No, he tried to talk to it.
How do you open it?
Alexander doesn't see any way of opening that door manually.
Okay, now try speaking to it.
Since the door on the west wall has no visible knob or handle, Alexander decides to try to open it with his voice. He composes his words carefully.
Ollie. Zip.
Listen, door. I would have you open. Ali Zayu.
It worked.
Aha!
Alexander pulls the drapery aside, curious as to what might lie underneath.
The treasures.
So, still on treasures.
On the table is a strange-looking stone that's giving off an odd, high-pitched noise.
That must be the Isle of Wonders singing stone. Didn't the queens think that the beast had stolen it?
On the table is a fleece made of gold.
That fleece must belong to the winged ones. And they thought the Isle of Wonder had taken it.
On the table is a miniature oak tree. It looks very old.
That must be the sacred miniature oak that the druids thought the winged ones stole.
It's all douche faces.
On the table is a coat of arms with the head of a beast on the crest.
Beast said that his coat of arms was stolen by the druids. This must be it.
As Alexander looks at the objects on the table, he realizes the depth of the Wazir's cunning. It must have been the Wazir or an accomplice who stole that one thing most precious to each island, and then leaked rumors that one of the other islands was responsible.
What did the Wazir have to gain by causing the islands to hate one another?
A gracefully curled trumpet hangs on the wall. Alas, the trumpet won't bring these walls tumbling down, and thus is of little use to Alexander. Alexander doesn't need the gold shield and spears. Besides, the soft gold wouldn't stand up well in a real battle.
It's way too heavy.
Alexander has no wish to steal from the treasury of the land of the Green Isles. It might be under the Wazir's control now, but it still belongs to the people. Alexander decides to leave the singing stone here in the treasure room for safekeeping. until it can be returned to the Isle of Wonder.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I just need to go in here and
To see the
activate this real quick.
treasures.
Alexander hears the sound of music coming from the east. It sounds somewhat classical, but... oh no, it's wedding music.
Oh.
Is that the instance?
Alexander hears the sound
Yeah,
of a
this
guard's
should
footsteps
be
coming from
fire.
the north.
Should run into the captain.
Wait, there are more footsteps approaching from the west. Now what? The wedding music has begun. Alexander doesn't want to get trapped in a bedroom now. Alexander hears the guard enter the west hall. Alexander looks cautiously around the grand hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen.
There we go.
The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors.
So where's the office? Or do we need to find it?
No, we interrupt the wedding. Oh.
Prince Alexander, here, the Vizier will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding. Since you are of noble birth, I will give you 5 seconds to explain your presence here before killing you. I warn you, it had better be good.
It is.
Wait. If you love your princess, you'll hear me out. The Vizier is not what he appears to be. Cosima is in terrible danger. I have proved that this is so. For your princess's sake, you must believe me.
Let me see that.
Saladin reads the letter, his sword point still against Alexander's throat. Alexander watches the guard dog's noble face darken with rage.
Isn't it convenient that Alexander is skilled at forgery?
This is treason. I'll have his throat. But how do I know this letter is not a forgery? You could have written this yourself.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about our husband? Don't you see? All he wants is the crown. Cosima is being coerced. We must stop the wedding.
It is true. I have had my suspicions about the Vizier, especially when King Califim and Queen Alaria died.
What's in the treasury?
But I have seen Cosima with him several times. She appears to be quite happy, even enthusiastic. I don't believe she could love him if he truly were so wicked.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
A jilted lover would not believe it. But come, see for yourself.
The captain of the guard leads Alexander into the throne room, where a ceremony seems to be in progress. Alexander feels his blood run cold at the sight.
I, Cosima, declare Abdul al-Hazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm.
But, Cosima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is being forced? Perhaps it's you that's the danger, as the Vizier has said.
What are you supposed to get?
Cosima, stop!
Prince Alexander here? This is an outrage! How dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid mutt! Can't you even keep the castle free of assassins during your own princess's wedding? Kill him! Kill him now! Lord Al-Hazred, with all due respect, you are not quite king yet. And this is a wedding ceremony, not an execution. What? How dare you contradict me, you flea-bitten mongrel? I gave a direct order. Obey me, or feel my wrath. Milady, I apologize for my behavior, but I am yours to command in all things. I wanted merely to hear your own wishes from your own lips. Tell me what it is that you wish me to do with this young man, and I will obey.
Why, Captain, you heard my dear Abdul. If he wishes this atrocious young man's death, then I want nothing more than to see him get his wish. Obey thy liege now and always.
As you wish, Princess.
Just as Saladin prepares to run Alexander through with his sword, a shout is heard from the direction of the Grand Hall.
Hold! In the name of the true king!
King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria burst into the throne room, looking alive and well, and full of wrath. Behind them, a line of supporters look prepared to battle, if necessary, for their beloved royal couple.
Casima, darling, are you all right? Has he hurt you?
Hands off of her, you murderous goat!
If I want your advice, I'll ask for it, Mother. But, Caliphim, that's not Casima. I know my daughter anywhere.
What have you done with our daughter, you devil?
The lovely image of Casima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by the Wazir's genie.
Yeah, that's not a surprise to anyone.
Why, you conniving serpent! Get him, guards! Saladin, your sword!
Drat it all! You may have ruined my plans, but you won't get me, or your precious Casima. Get him, Shamir! I command you!
He's getting away! Stop him!
Yes, sire, as soon as I deal with this genie.
Shamir, the Wazir's genie, begins to throw balls of dazzling light.
Your
at the
favorite
guard
part!
dogs.
Fireballs!
Where's Jala when you need him?
On his way, I'm sure.
Alexander, be careful, Al-Hazard has a sword.
Shut up, witch! Shamir Shamazel! Get in here! Here I am, master! It's about time, you bumbling fool! How could you let him follow me? Well, there were the guard dogs, master, and then... Never mind! Just kill him! Kill him now! As you wish, master. Razzle, dazzle, snap and snazzle!
Alexander, I did it! I swapped the lamps! Here, quick, take it!
Bless you, Jala. I knew you could do it. Now get clear, friend.
No argument there, my lord. Good luck!
Shamir Shamaza, hold your spells. I am your master now. I order you to go back into your land.
How did you get my lamp? You thief!
Said the man trying to steal the kingdom.
Ruined me!
My lamp! Oh, thank Valhalla!
I hated working for that loathsome creature.
I already feel his nastiness leaving me. How I've longed for a master like you.
Pretty sure Alexander's not.
I've got a new master.
Pretty sure Alexander's not going to be keeping you.
So you are a thief as well, Alexander. Stealing the lamp was very clever, I'll grant you that. But I am the master thief. Face my sword if you dare. The man left standing shall have the lamp.
So shall it be, Al-Hazard. I don't need the genie to deal with a coward like you.
Inspiration. Alexander fixes upon the only weapon in sight.
Nah.
This
Zoons.
weigh a ton. Good. Then you shall only fail sooner, my prince. So, the mouse would bite.
This mouse shall bite, as you shall soon see. Or should I say, soon feel?
Ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to
He may
lay
be
it down
faking
now. I promise to dispatch you with little pain.
I'm really hoping that she
But I
ends up
think I'll
stabbing
wait
him
to see what
with
this
the
sword can
stiletto.
do.
Suit yourself.
That's why he's forcing it back that way. Yes.
Man, such a beautifully animated fight.
For the time, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
is.
Why aren't we going down those stairs? There are stairs. Why are we not fighting on the stairs?
This is a valid question.
Because of what Kasim's up to.
Shiv him with a shank.
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
And so
Mrs. Yeah, I'm tired of being
Not
damsel.
if I can help it, you murderer.
Cosima thrusts the small dagger into Al-Hazred's shoulder with all her might.
That's when you have to go for the back.
you dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
Oh yeah, turn your back
Sort
to
of.
the hand of the sword.
Oh, I was too slow.
I forget. I stopped a kitten and turned my back to a lion. It wouldn't do to let you gather your strength again, my prince.
Al-Hazred finishes off Alexander with one swipe.
Dang it.
Save.
It was a bit ago.
The sword icon even totally showed up.
Forgive me.
All you had to do was click. Oh man.
Alexander! No!
Yeah, when did we last?
It was a
see?
bit ago.
Ugh.
And I don't know what the heck people are talking about. Yeah, but I don't think it has anything to do with it.
Touche. Alexander should have been on guard.
J Spade killed someone's Skype.
Old circus. Ugh.
Oh, Michael says the stairs have handrails here.
So we still have to go get the treasures again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alexander doesn't. Since the.
So freaking close.
It worked. Alexander. On the
That,
on the tip. On the tip.
that,
On the. As Alex.
what?
What the deuce?
There's nothing of it.
So let's see if we can go a different way about this. Probably not. But it's worth a shot.
Click. Thanks, Overman.
See if there's still guard dogs out here.
Alexander.
Yep, no.
Ugh.
Arf, arf, wolf.
Dead guy.
No, I think someone must have let her. I don't know. Right.
The guard. Alexander.
Tell me we can't leave that tarantula. Clinton has joined your party.
We haven't heard anything about the music yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
Or about the guard dogs. The guard dogs in the hall are first. I think you need to go back the other way, through the way you came. From the cells.
I think maybe you need to examine all 4 of the stolen treasures.
He did.
I did.
Really?
Yep.
Alexander.
Curious? That should have done
It's over the way.
it. Ali Zebu, examine the things.
Alexander.
And music plays.
Captain.
Nope.
Try going up the stairs into that.
We have to kill some time. But
I
try
did,
going
though.
back towards the cell. Because it was when we turned that corner that we first heard guards in the hall. That happened before.
I think guards in the hall just happens anyway.
Yeah, there's always guards in the hall. It just tells you when and where, so you don't.
Yeah, try going up there. Dadgummit.
Uh-oh.
I'll bet he's right. The Wazir will have our heads if he finds out that prisoner escaped. How do you suppose he did it, Ralph?
Well, hell, I figure he must have had something on him that he used to open the door. That's why I personally
We're gonna go back again now.
only this funny-looking key.
Well,
Hey, Rax's son.
Just as Alexander realizes that he has
Oh,
no
come
possible means
on.
of escape, he hears the sound of wedding music playing somewhere in the castle.
Confound this dungeon. I'll never be able to stop the wedding now.
Restore.
Yeah, try going back in the door and examining things again. It's possible the flag got derped.
No, I heard it go dee-dee-dee.
You're just gonna get thrown.
Yeah.
You have to
I know, but you see, I'm flagging both ways this time.
Okay.
Oh, he's right. I think someone will move. I don't know. Right.
The guard.
So it looks possible to do this without getting caught once.
it is.
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeletal key and quickly makes his escape. Since the door of the
Listen, door.
it worked. Alexander decides to leave the golden. Alexander, a gracefully curled trumpet. Alas, those trunks probably contain the kingdom's treasure, once guarded so well and used so wisely by King Caliphate, now in the hands of that blackguard Alhazred.
That time they said it right.
And you already put, like, examined
Okay,
all
go
of the
that way
eye
and then
thing,
go
right?
back that way. That was how we did it the first time.
Don't tell me it's bringing time.
It might be.
Like one says, maybe you need to wait for the guards that are approaching from the direction messages. Hello. Guard messages. Dogs. Look at him go! That is incredibly silly. Shoot, we also have to... No, did I? Maybe you also had to examine the silly golden sword, the spear and shield? It was the first time we examined every guy thing around.
Since
Listen.
it worked. Decorative shields and Alexander doesn't need the urns. Alexander has no wish to The singing stone only continues to hum and does not respond to Alexander.
Ah! We don't
may
need
have
to
to
tell
re-
this room.
You may have to reload a save because I think we're glitched.
I don't think so.
Alexander, oh. Alexander,
Have we talked to
Captain
Casima?
Saladin is
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and giving her a stabby dagger. Cornflake says go up the stairs. He's doing that.
Alexander looks through
There's
the...
lag.
Casima is gone. Where could they...
Fine rest.
Yeah, because we did that.
Have we checked through that chink?
Yep. That just goes into Al Hazard's room.
Alexander... The Wizard's study is now empty. Alexander sees nothing of interest there.
It's been way longer.
Yes, but we don't know the point at which that timing starts. It could have been from the first time.
No, it's been way longer.
Cornflake says not these stairs, out in the hallway.
Well, yeah, we went up there and then we got captured. Because the music hasn't started yet.
Well, before that, there were guards wandering the hall. And they are not wandering this hall.
No, we haven't accomplished anything, so let's...
Examine everything, leave the room, as is made apparent by the music playing.
Let's do
upstairs,
Old
so lighting
Circus.
begin. Thanks, guide. That's tough.
Since the door on the...
Always up.
Listen, door.
It worked. A small tape, the initials AA are embroidered on the drapery.
AA. That must stand for
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Abdul Al-Hazred.
Alexander pulls the drapery aside.
We were so close.
So close.
Use the eyeball.
On the table is a strange-looking...
That.
On the table...
That.
On the table... As Alex...
What did the...
Jack.
Alexander, oh, greetings to him. It seemed... It looks...
Al-Hazred.
Hazard, I'm gonna cut your face. In the face. You'll be running out of face.
Alexander, oh...
Have you tried checking out a different guide, Daniel? See if there's a time thing it says.
Alexander used the clear sound. Alexander sees no reason to use that on the wall.
Alexander, look at all the things.
Alexander
Say
sees
do
no...
dang. Step into the hallway. What's that music?
Alexander contemplates touching the flower, but doesn't want to get the flower's stench on his hands.
Buttfart Stevenson. Alexander, look at the things. Entering the hallway again, he hears bidding music and sounds of guards approaching. It's smelling like it's supposed to be automatic.
Yeah.
Let's try restoring a little earlier then.
Let's do Ali Zebu. Because that one's before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have we gotten all of the stuff we need from here? We've got the letter.
That's all it needs.
We don't need to go outside that door. We can just go find him and his...
Alexander crawls back.
Yeah, let's just find Jalo in his room.
So I took a scene, give her the dagger, show her the letter.
Wait, show her the letter?
Did we show her the letter?
No, we didn't have the letter.
But we show it to Saladin later.
Yeah, we
It
can't
doesn't
show her
matter.
the letter unless we see her next.
But alive.
Looks like it's possible to get a hold of Shadrach's letter before talking to her.
Well,
We didn't.
we can try that if we restore from Supermang, but for now let's just go to...
Yeah, it doesn't seem that that would have any effect on the ending. We just have to trigger the stuff to do that.
Get the Jalo.
Alexander decides to...
Well, here's Jalo, so...
Prince Alexander, I can't believe you're here. The wedding is supposed to start any minute.
I am well aware of that fact, Jalo. Confound it! I've seen Casino. She does not want to marry him, Jalo.
Really? Oh, my friend, I'm so happy for that. Thank heaven she has lost her senses and actually fallen for that black-hearted Al-Hazred. Did you say that she is well?
She is unharmed, if that's what you mean. For the moment, at least. But I have a feeling she won't be fine at all if we can't stop the wedding.
Stop the wedding? Oh, if we had proof of something truly involved.
I understand.
Not if the princess wishes her...
Thanks, Jalo. I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica.
Why, yes!
I suppose it would... I'm sure you're happy. I have faith, Joe.
Oh, shucks.
Come on.
Jalo climbs stairs slowly.
Jalo does everything slowly.
Alexander doesn't... Since the...
Listen, Door.
It worked. On the...
That...
On the...
That...
On the team. On the team. As Alexander...
What did the...
Alexander hears...
There we go.
There it goes.
There we go.
It sounds somewhat classical, but... Oh no.
Dumb flag system.
Alexander hears the sound of a guard's footsteps coming from the north. Wait, there are more footsteps approaching from the west.
The only direction in the bell direction is up. Cornflake says, OMG, that
Save.
nice voice on his shoulder.
Cautiously around the grand hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen.
Oh, this is a very good place to save, yes.
This is a great place to save.
One of the best.
The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors.
Prince Alexander, here, the Vizier will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding, since you are of noble birth.
Wait. The Wiz...
Let me see.
Saladin reads the letter.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about our husband?
It is true. I have had my suspicions about the Vizier. But I have seen Cosima.
I cannot believe for a moment.
A jilted lover would not believe it.
The captain of the guard leads Alexander.
I, Cosima.
But...
Do you still claim?
Cosima, stop!
Prince, how? Myrtle?
Why can't...
Just hold.
King.
Cosima. If I want your advice...
But... What happened?
The lover.
Why, you... Get him! Right it all! He's getting away! Stop him! Yes, sire!
Shamir, the Wazir's genie, begins to throw balls of dazzling light at the guard dogs.
I'm gonna try and do something here real quick.
Alexander doesn't have time to deal with the genie now.
Okay, fine. Oh no. I climb stairs faster than you.
Yep.
Until right there.
Alexander!
Shut up, witch! Here I am! It's about time! Well, never mind! Razzle dazzle! Alexander!
Bless you, General.
No argument there, my lord. Good luck!
Shamir Shamazo, hold your spells.
How did you get my lamp? My lamp! I've got a new master! I've got a new master!
He's way too happy about that.
He's very happy about that.
So you are...
So shall it be, your husband.
Did the lamp just tumble down the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that last time.
Inspiration. Alexander fixes upon the only
Cornflakes
weapon.
says GDI, Jello.
Zounds! This sword must weigh a ton.
So,
This mouse shall bite.
ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to lay it down now.
A tempting offer. But I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do.
Suit yourself.
It's an awfully deep sound for swords ringing.
Yeah.
I think what you picked up is a marble decorative sword.
Yeah.
That would explain the weight. It would probably have broken by now, though.
As on the prize.
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword.
Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Cosima thrusts the small dagger into Al-Hazred's shoulder with all her might.
Ah! You dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
I was just so afraid for you.
There's no need to fear anymore, Princess.
Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you? For myself, for my kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, Princess? To give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Cosima. Would you ever consider... Do you think you could... marry me?
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince? Oh! Guards!
Princess Cosima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor.
Yes, Majesty.
Later,
Cosima and Alexander ask Captain Saladin to perform their wedding ceremony. Saladin is honored to do so.
On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Cosima, beloved princess of this realm, and Alexander, Prince of Daventry. Do you, Prince Alexander of Daventry, take Princess Cosima to be your wife, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Princess Cosima of the land of the Green Isles, take Prince Alexander to be your husband, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a ring?
I have Alexander's royal insignia ring.
Very good. Please place the ring on Cosima's finger.
No, not on top of it.
Who gives this bride to be wed?
Her mother and I willingly give our daughter's hand in wedlock.
Who will speak for the groom?
I will. Alexander's mother and I recognize his marriage to Princess Cosima with glad hearts, and sanction this union.
Then, Alexander and Cosima, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray! Congratulations, my children. I have an important question for you both. Please hear me.
Yes, sire?
Alexander, I welcome you into our family with open arms. I placed trust in Alhazred because I so badly wanted a son and a husband for my beloved daughter. I was wrong. But you are true and good, Alexander. You have proven yourself to all my people.
Thank you, sire.
Olaria and I have been through much. Even though we have returned to our kingdom, I do not think we are able to reign again. Will you two consider the crown? I know as king and queen, you can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted upon it.
Oh, Father.
Why, I'm honored. What do you think, Cosima?
Because he's been
I love
trained
my
so much in
homeland,
how to
Alexander.
rule.
I would be happy to
As,
stay
you know,
and
a
serve it
wizard's
all my days.
He had like
Slay.
5 whole days that he was.
I believe I'm needed here. Would you be very disappointed if...
Son, you must follow your destiny. I do believe the land of the Green Isles needs you. You'll be a magnificent king, though dearly missed in Daventry.
Then I accept.
Oh, my boy, what a man you've become. And how I will miss you.
You've had no time to get used to it.
With Shamir's powers, we'll be able to visit often.
Well, there is that.
I'm not about to forget my family.
So you're keeping the genie as a slave.
Congratulations, Alexander.
That makes you
I'm
a
so
jerk.
proud of you.
Thank you, dear sister.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so glad. Between the return of my beloved parents and our new reign, you've made me so happy.
I'm glad I
Should be happy. I raised the dead for you, woman.
Congratulations, King Alexander. When we
Oh
were
God,
going to death,
Graham's face there is
we're
awful.
glad to hear that their battle at sea
I
was
think he's been
worthwhile
drinking a bit.
in bringing forth a new monarch.
We were so worried when your men arrived home without you, son. I'm so
I thought we'd lost you again.
And I am as
Which is
grateful
not
that my
so
crew
good at
did not
keeping
pay for my
track of
driven
the
hunt.
children.
You have only brought us all good fortune, sire.
Well,
What
at
shall
least
be your
that.
save and its power used for good?
She
Reuniting the
disappeared
islands
for
will
a
be
while,
easier.
and
It
they
is
had no
already
idea where she
prepared
was.
to bury. Your road will
Yeah,
be
but they were all
easier now
preoccupied
that
with
times are no longer
Graham
free.
being on the brink of death.
Already the
Yep,
wounds
yep.
are
They
starting
still
to
didn't have any idea where she
Yes,
was.
my
They are
lord.
not good
Discovering
parents.
the
Fair
island's
enough.
stolen treasures has done more to bring peace to this land than anything else. It is now clear that Alhazred had Shamir steal each of the island's most valued treasures, then blame the thefts on others to cause the islands to hate each other.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is done, and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Cassima.
Long live King Alexander!
Maybe he'll be pretty good.
He probably won't suck as much as Alhazred.
Long live the land of the Green Isles!
Really? No, no, no. It's supposed to be hip hips here. You're doing it wrong.
Yay! Cheating confetti.
I mean, we make fun, but it's really fun. Oh wait, is this about to...
Robot Williams.
Oh man, Yes! Come on, Anthem! Anthem!
This is so 90s.
Cornflake says, 1 week later, these two kids who barely know each other get married. We expect prenups were signed, considering the vast tracts of land involved. Yeah, whole islands to be decent. Sugar Frosted says, I wanted to marry first when I first met them. I figured William Edward married me was a bad opening line.
Anthem! And there's electric guitar!
Hand me my phone.
This is the best.
It once she should have gotten citizenships. I should beg.
Are you okay?
No,
Yes.
he's bringing up a little icon of a flame.
Yes! Come on. Good lord.
My ability to predict the future tonight has been downright terrifying.
Robbie Benson, Sean Birthday, Robbie Benson, Tony J, yay!
Why do you haunt me night and day?
I'm not even sure if that's visible on the stream.
It is a little bit.
So,
Goober
what is the next game, Mark?
The next game we should probably finish King's Quest. There's one more.
Just one.
Yeah, we're ignoring the existence of 8. 8 doesn't count.
Because it's dumb and bad.
I hope FutureTube doesn't content ID this or
So,
anything. It's part of
what
the freaking
is
game.
King's Quest 7?
King's Quest 7, I have not actually played before. I believe that you play as, crap, what's her name?
Rosanna?
No, not Roselia. The queen, what's her name?
Whoa.
Oh, her!
Oh,
From the freaking second game.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What's her name?
It was an odd name, I remember that.
yeah. But Valeria. Gloria.
But that sounds right.
Sounds like
Alexia.
Queen Valencia.
Laura.
Girl in the tower.
Valeria sounds right.
Yeah.
Gordon Blake says, yes, this song. Lord Von Bree says, oh no.
Oh yeah!
You received all of the points.
Yes!
Yay!
I have not gotten a
Face.
perfect score on this game before.
Yes, that's because Daniel made
What's
you.
helping? You want to
Take
go
one
beyond
back.
the score? We recommend that you try the other, easier entrance to the castle. You can do so easily by restoring back to a point just before the druids' rainstorm. Don't go back to see the druids. Instead, head for the castle. New puzzle challenges await you.
Aww. That's so nice of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, we still have 15 minutes.
Just leave
Do we
it
want to
like-
try to get the other ending really quick?
Valenice.
Valenice.
Lord Von
Valenice.
Bree
I
says
knew it was-
Valenice.
Thank you.
I knew it was Val something or other.
Oh, and it just exited straight to desktop.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Yay!
Thanks, Sierra.
Look,
Wasn't dumb.
desktop.
Yeah, see,
We has one.
my thought on doing that is how long do we want to have to spend wandering around waiting for the music to start?
Yeah, that's a
I
good
don't think
point.
you have to wait. I think it just happens. We just screwed up the flags.
Well, you know what? We could just go to King's Quest 7.
Yeah, but for only 15 minutes.
We've done it before.
We had more time than that before. Like the last times we had like half the show left.
No, last time we had like, I think 30 minutes left. Which we would have had if we hadn't had to wait around for the music.
Yeah. Well, we could do like we did with 6 and watch the opening.
Let's do that.
Since I'm sure it has a
super long butt cutscene.
Yeah. King's Quest.
If we hadn't had to wait for the song "Girl in the Tower," sheesh. Do I need to like get a shop vac or something to get the '90s juice out of it? Because it was just dripping.
I'm pretty sure Remy will eat it.
Is '90s juice good for cats?
All
Yes.
for one and all for love.
Whoa, fancy.
The Princess Bride? What?
Princeless Bride.
Oh, Princeless. Okay.
Mommy's playing matchmaker. Watch that intro.
There we go. Now then, come back over here. Get
That
that in the right
sounds
spot.
awesome.
Watch intro. Start new. Quit game. Oh, time for Streamception.
No, it's not appearing on there.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm
Now that that's working.
excited. Let's watch the intro.
Watch intro.
Bling.
Oh,
Background
that's
was silly.
fancy.
Whoa.
Is that King Antony?
No, that's the Ladybird music.
The one who needs to fly away home because her house is on fire and her children are flown?
I didn't remember that part of the rhyme. I said on fire.
Young lady, that's what they all say. It's time to settle down, put childish things away.
Oh my
Happy in the night, you're going to be alright.
That compressed audio.
Disney by way of CDI. Lick my boy.
This is
You literally live in a fairy tale castle. What?
This is when she's gonna reveal that really what she wants is not a prince,
But
but,
a
another
princess.
princess.
Slip. Ah!
Come on, Rosella, what you've got to do is let it go.
Then he said, "So sorry, Princess. I never step on Mama's feet when we're dancing."
All right, I admit Prince Rupert is, well, he's a bit awkward, dear.
That's putting it mildly.
Is the whole thing going to be in this horrible animation?
Princes, my pretty
Afraid so.
darling, it really is time you thought about getting married.
Oh, Mother.
You have another option, Rosella. Get thee to a nunnery.
It's trying so hard, the animation is.
Now, Sarah, you're nearly 20 years
wants to be
old.
done
Most of your friends are already married.
Mother, I'm not ready. There's
Now later, Sierra did get this animation style down much better when they made the game Torrens Passage.
Throckmorton of Montecore is just mad about you.
Prince Throckmorton?
What a name.
Mother, he's so boring.
He's not boring, Rosella. He's reliable. And he's so handsome. He has the most beautiful smile, don't you think?
Is it a flying seahorse?
Yeah.
Yes, that is a flying seahorse.
How many young men do you know whose hobby is conjugating Latin verbs?
Nah.
Yeah, he's boring.
And you know you should
I do that to get to
consider
sleep.
yourself lucky. Every princess
You know, like normal people count sheep. Mo, amas, amat, amamas, amatis, aman.
That's why
She dyed her hair
Prince
blonde because her eyebrows are black.
Parents of the Year.
No.
Bloop.
It's totally possible to have fair hair and darker eyebrows. You actually
looks-
haven't.
Looks
Daniel.
like Valenice isn't entirely genre unaware. Oh, she almost got in there.
Daniel, you just haven't seen me with my glasses. Say, way darker.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh God, what the hell was that?
Oh, that was it? That only bought us a few minutes?
What was her face? What was that?
Dark
I don't know, but this game is gonna cause me so much pain. I can tell already.
Start new game. I do not want the pain to stop.
All right.
So Valenice is a female Hank Hill?
I'm sorry. This game is for one thing, their idea of women. Oh goodness. I don't even know. Death.
Clumsy.
Apparently you play as both Rosella and Valenice.
Ah, okay.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which is going to cause me more pain.
Like one says, huh, they're not consulting the magic mirror of matchmaking this time around.
Hmm.
There's our problem.
And he's so handsome. I think I'll marry him myself instead. Cornflake says, this game is so in the Dark Ages. Puppery says, oh jeez, those eyes. I know. Valenice's
Right.
face. What was that?
Right?
We get to choose which chapter from the beginning?
Oh, that seems dumb. Do chapter one.
Weird.
No, let's start with 6 and work backward.
Let's do chapter E.
Is this
Or
Memento?
2 and 3.
Where in the blazes am I? We have a comb.
Yeah.
Princess. Oh my gosh. What?
Hello.
No, we're not. We're
My
queen.
daughter! Rosella! Where are you?
Also, her hair color changed again. It was a lovely shade of auburn in these games.
Lost! What is this place?
A desert.
Where is my Rosella?
Not
my
there.
child?
Wow, this game really wants to be Dragon Slayer.
Or possibly Faces of Evil.
Really?
Okay.
That's her
I
daughter's
understand
comb,
what
I
you-
guess?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's how she cried about it.
Those look like flowers. We could pick flowers.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Ow!
We need to mess with the walking / something speed.
Come on, Valenice, you were not this stupid in King's Quest 2.
Weren't we halfway to being a sorceress then?
Yeah. Like,
No, put it on full.
she was stuck in a tower by a witch, but she was pretty capable.
Oh, there's no settings.
Michael Lund said, roll 1d6 to decide the next chapter. What about Reese says, this game doesn't look quite as good as I remember it. I jumped straight to the last chapter the first time I played. That must have been confusing.
The backgrounds are gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the character animation looks good.
Yeah, this very smells like the incipients of Torrance Passage.
Mm-hmm.
Down, music.
That's a giant scorpion.
That's Scorpion.
Good idea.
Did you see Valenice flashing some ankle?
Scandalous.
Get rid of that creature.
What's with the giant eyeball and semi-precious gem symbol?
I don't know.
What is that?
Well, that's options.
Click to eyeball.
Nothing.
It doesn't do anything.
It's just there for...
So dumb.
Rare curiosities.
curious rarities.
Who can that be? I cannot see.
I am Valenice of Daventry, good sir. Is there a problem with your eyes?
But awful rotten jackalope swiped my glasses. I can't cope. Normally I'd trade with you, but since I'm blind, my day's through.
A jackalope, truly.
Well, we saw it run by.
Yep, there it is, even.
Of all the rude, inconsiderate...
Really? Those are dandelions.
Yep.
And that looks like it's supposed to be either aloe or mother-in-law's tongue.
Mother-in-law's tongue?
It's
Oh,
a
that's
plant.
disturbing.
It's a plant.
Hello?
It's very long and spiky.
Okay, we get it. Jackalope is trickster. This is dumb.
Well, we obviously need some sort of item.
Of course.
Excuse me, sir?
It's the Stone Prince.
Yes, it is.
What do you want of me?
I am Valenice of Daventry, good sir. I wonder if you might tell me where I am?
You are far away from life, and love, and hope. You are surrounded by dust, and it is dust you shall become.
You are so pale, traveler. Are you...
I lost my life in this cursed desert. Now I must wander, tormented by everlasting, burning thirst.
Is there anything I can do?
Leave this place if you can. The portal through the mountains, the mouth of the great stone head was closed by an evil enchantress. legend says that it can be opened. But I know not
Poor
how.
Graham.
Go.
Son got
now.
married, his wife and daughter are off
Sir.
having adventures without inviting him along.
This
He has
thirst
no idea where they
drives me
are. He's
mad,
probably
and I
out
know
of his
not
mind
what
with
it
worry.
will make me do.
All he has is his advancing age and...
His adventuring hat!
Yep. And his worry about what's left of that curse. Following a ghost to a desert. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Does that curse ever get resolved?
Portions of it
I
already
don't
have.
know. Oh, that's true.
Oh?
Yeah, that the curse that none of his children would sit upon Daventry's throne.
Right.
So, Alexander's not going to be sitting on that throne. He's king of the land of the Green Isles.
True, true.
Well, we're lost in a desert now.
The first part of the curse involved Alexander being captured in the first place, I think.
Yeah.
And then Graham's sickness was the second part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that sound?
Anyway, it's just about time now. So, thanks for watching, people.
Well, there's the Ostman again.
Sir!
What do you want?
We'll be back on Thursday at 9 Eastern, and again next Saturday, also at 9 Eastern. Hope to see you all then. So, until then, good night, everybody.
Good night. The music.